2055. Why it's not. She came to hang out with her friends. Guessing my wife just dropped her off. Most nights the radio station is also here. Doing their setup next to us. We allow them to plug in their
So we were with, I forget which station we were with. Then ESPN was also there. But they were doing not the main ESPN broadcast. They were doing like the other language stuff. So they thought I don't, there was like 4 stations. So but like, so they were using we were the ones being all the camera operators, that was all us. We were the main broadcast. But ESPN, since they were their union spoke, they technically get to do what they want, apparently, as it turns out. Because we showed up the next day after day 1 build. They showed up early the second day. We looked around and unplugged all our shit. Just sitting on the ground. It was worse because we were using all fiber connections for our cameras. We were transferring them to like 2,000 feet, something like that. Like really fucking far. And they unplugged all our fiber connections. Just fucking sitting on the ground. Not protected, nothing, not covered. It's all glass. So that dust gets in there. You lose signal. Yeah, this was a very frustrating day. Especially since Polly has the worst spaghetti cake I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, and Ryan missed it. I can tell how good of a goal it was. He'd just be like beating himself up because he run it in. Woo!
At Hometown Credit Union, we are proudly celebrating our 50-year anniversary. What originally started with little more than a ledger book and a cash box, Hometown is now a not-for-profit financial institution that serves the needs of over 23,000 people. We offer all the products and services you expect, while also being personal enough to truly partner with our members through all of life's journeys. Join us at www.hometowncu.coop and see why the Hometown Credit Union can be your trusted partner for financial success.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie, Ritchie Eye and LASIK. Many people tell me they've heard horror stories about all the drops needed after cataract surgery. Well, fear no more. At Ritchie Eye and LASIK, Dr. Miller and Dr. Reinsbach are dropless. That's right. No need for medicated eye drops before or after your cataract surgery. I love dropless for my cataract surgery, and you will too.
Ritchie Eye and LASIK in Faribault, your leader in advanced cataract surgery.
Heritage Dental Care in Northfield is a general dental clinic specializing in a variety of dental procedures and services. New patients and emergencies are welcomed 5 days a week. Heritage Dental Care is a proud supporter of Northfield Athletics and wish all of our athletes the best of luck this season. Make an appointment today with Dr. David Bruss, Dr. David Buck, or Dr. Michael Thompson. Go Raiders!
No matter what business you're in, it's hard to find someone to keep your business clean. Service Master by Iott's Janitorial Services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. When you're in need of janitorial cleaning services, demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Iott today.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Thomas Gardens in Faribault is set to get you ready for the holidays. Choose a porch pot and fill it up with their great selection of greens, birch, and spruce tops. Grab a wreath for your front door to greet your guests. For your dinner table, they have squash, honey, syrup, and wild rice. And if you're heading out of town and need a gift, they have local products arranged in baskets to share with your hosts. Thomas Gardens and Nursery, conveniently located along Highway 20 between Faribault and Northfield. Thomas Gardens, here to get you ready for the holidays.
Whoa.
Hi, can I help you?
Yeah, my friend Jay and I are looking for our dream home, something big. Right now I feel like I'm living on top of him.
Great, let's talk mortgages.
Wait, your bank is looking...
Cozy? Yeah, we like personal interactions. But as you can see, our vault still has plenty of space for our customers' dreams.
Wow.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Northfield Live. This evening, we are featuring the Northfield Raiders against the Apple Valley Eagles. I am Eric Thomas. I'm joined here this evening by Lance, and Daniel is on the producer's chair and serving as our camera operator. We have Ethan. Lance, good to be here at the barn known as the Northfield Ice Arena this evening. How are we doing today?
I'm doing great. This is technically, I guess, our only second game. We have 3 going on here today. So,
yep.
Yeah, it's been an awesome sports day here in Northfield.
Yes, I agree. And coming into tonight's matchup, like I said, we have the Apple Valley Eagles. They are the visiting team here tonight, going head-to-head against our Northfield Raiders. And, you know, it's been a really interesting last couple of games, and tonight is actually an inter-conference matchup between these two. The Apple Valley Eagles, they are coming out of the South Suburban Conference this year. They are 5-2 overall with a 2-1 record in their conference. But on the flip side of it, on the home side of things, the Northfield Raiders, they are 4-1 overall and 3-0 in the Big 9 Conference, and they are coming off of a very, very impressive win over Rochester. That final score there was 8-0. And talking a little bit earlier with Coach Carter, we'll hear this later in the interview. The Northfield Raiders, they took the week off essentially. They had practice Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, took Thursday off because it was a day of eating known as Thanksgiving. And then they came back to work on Friday. But we'll hear more about that coming up here in just a few moments. And you had a chance to talk with the visiting coach, yep. Coach Chris Sicklich.
Yep.
I believe that's how you say his name. Yep. And we're going to hear his comments here in just a few moments, but any highlights that we should know about before going into that interview?
Yeah, we talked a little bit about the schedule that they did play this week. The Raiders, you just mentioned, did not. And just talked about a little bit about the girls that we need to watch out for them. And yeah, they got a stud player there that's already committed to Mankato. We'll talk about her as the night goes on. And yeah, it's a great interview. He came up here and found us, so it's great. And we appreciate all of the Apple Valley fans that are tuning in to watch. It's something that's really awesome as we provide this free to everybody to be able to watch.
All right. Well, you know what? Let's take a quick break, and we'll be back with the coaches' interviews right after this.
Yeah, that's fine.
Raider Automotive is a full-service repair shop, collision center, and the only AAA authorized towing facility in Northfield. That means if you are in a minor or major collision this winter, or a deer finds your vehicle, Raider Auto can handle it all. We work with all major insurance companies to handle your vehicle from the tow to completing all your vehicle's repairs. Raider Auto on Highway 3 South in Northfield, 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Or find us at RaiderAutomotive.net. Go Raiders!
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
Burst pipe or water damage? No problem. Call the experts at Service Master by Ayat. Hi, this is Beth Ayat. Our staff is trained and certified to assist you with any water damage after a burst pipe or leaky water. Locally owned since 1995, Service Master by Ayat will be there in your time of need.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie, Ritchie Eye and LASIK. Many people tell me they've heard horror stories about all the drops needed after cataract surgery. Well, fear no more. At Ritchie Eye and LASIK, Dr. Miller and Dr. Reinsbach are dropless. That's right. No need for medicated eye drops before or after your cataract surgery. I love dropless for my cataract surgery, and you will too.
Ritchie Eye and LASIK in Faribault, your leader in advanced cataract surgery.
How can I help you today?
I don't think I'm in the right place. I have big dreams, like crab brewery-sized dreams.
I like it.
Your bank is very,
Cozy?
yes.
Yeah, I know what you mean. We prefer more personal interactions. We dedicate the majority of our space to our customers' dreams.
Wow. Look at that.
I know, it never gets old.
Wow. This is way bigger than your office.
Woo! Enjoy Black Friday savings throughout the month of November here at Northfield Ford Chrysler. Save up to 33% on select Dodges, up to 25% on select Jeeps, up to 23% on select Rams, and over 20% on select Fords. Plus pre-owned vehicles available in every price range. And enjoy Black Friday savings all month long at Northfield Ford Chrysler. When you're ready for an extraordinary sales experience, we're ready to serve anytime at FordofNorthfield.com, located here on Highway 3 here in Northfield.
And welcome back to Northfield Live. We had a chance to chat with the Apple Valley Eagles head coach, Coach Chris Siklich. And tonight's coaches' interviews are brought to you by LMR Media, providing local marketing and advertising that delivers results. Let us help your local business. Visit lmrmedia.org for more information. And here is the coach from Apple Valley.
All right, I am here with Apple Valley's head coach, Chris Siklich. Chris, let's just chat with you a little bit. You're telling me you just had a game on Wednesday night. You got a nice win versus Cretin-Durham Hall.
Yeah, the girls came out, played well. 3-1 victory. We played, got an opportunity to finish around the net a couple times. Our goalie played extremely well. Finley was in net. I think she made about 32 saves. So overall, it was a good game.
Then you were also just telling me you have a player here, Michaela Moran, that has set some records here. Let's let you brag about her a little bit.
Yeah, she's in her 6th year playing. She broke the school record for total points in the first game of the year, and then Wednesday night she broke the school record for career goals. So she's having a great career. It's been real fun to coach her so far this year.
All right. Well, what do you know about tonight's matchup? Do you know much about the Northfield team at all?
I know they got a good tradition. They have a good defenseman coming back from their team last year. I know they scored a lot of goals last year, but they had, I think, a couple girls that moved on and graduated. They got a good goalie in that senior who actually grew up playing in Apple Valley, so I know her from her youth days. So we're excited to see what this challenge is tonight.
Hey, thanks so much. I know you start your conference play next week. Is this going to be your first conference game?
No, I think it's game 4. I think we're 2-1 in the conference right now, so kind of get back into the grind of conference play after a couple non-conference games. So looking forward to tonight.
Well, you're in a tough one. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Planning for retirement can seem overwhelming. That's why Jake and Brent at Comprehensive Wealth Solutions in Faribault develop Financial GPS, a goals-based planning solution to help you reach your financial aspirations. Working with a financial advisor and having a written plan is proven to provide confidence in retirement goals. The team at CWS guides you in making decisions and works with you to prepare a written plan. Visit cwsfbo.com to start your journey to retiring with confidence. CWS, providing big-time advice.
No, for some reason. No. Let's try this again. So we had a chance to sit down and talk with Coach Paige Carter from the Northfield Raiders, and let's see if we can get that coach interview fired up here.
Is it playing?
Yep, it's playing. Let's try this. Well, it was working earlier.
It's always something.
Yep.
Wait a second here. You're not. Hang on, I gotta switch cords for you.
Okay.
Some on-air production here, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing
of the Northfield Raiders. And Coach, how are we doing coming off of a week-long drought, if you will, in between games? You guys had a long week of practice. What were you guys focusing on?
That's a good question. We were really working their legs. We were making them skate a lot. And we were just watching these first 2 periods of JV, noticing, you can tell that they kept their endurance up and that we used this break as an opportunity to kind of build up endurance and just get more leg strength.
Well, that's good to hear. And you guys last week had a very impressive win over Rochester. You guys won 8-0. What were your takeaways? What were the positives? What were some of the negatives in that game that you saw?
I think overall I just saw a lot of positives, a lot of lines that are creating chemistry and starting to work with each other, kind of have developed our special teams unit a little bit more and polished it up. So, as time goes, we just kind of keep getting better and better at those components of the game, and that's, kind of what we're aiming for the end of the year, is to have that stuff ready by the end.
Sounds good. And you had Thanksgiving smack dab in the middle of this kind of off week. Did you guys come in and do a little dry land practice, or did you guys go out and hit the rink for a little bit over Thanksgiving, or what did you guys do there?
Yeah, the girls skated Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then they had Thanksgiving off, and then we skated yesterday as well. So truly they only had Thanksgiving Day off. So that's why we kind of pushed them a little bit with the skating, because we knew that we kind of had that day break in there. So I hope that they react well to that now with the competition tonight.
All right, and speaking of the competition, you're going to be taking on Apple Valley here in just a few minutes. What do you guys know about Apple Valley? What are you expecting in their offense, their defense, and their special teams?
Well, they're a South Suburban Conference type team, so we kind of know the feel of the game will feel very much like Lakeville South, Lakeville North. But we're not expecting anything crazy. I think it's going to be tight. It's going to be competitive. And we'll, kind of see what we can generate offensively against that. Usually they're a little bit better defensively in those conferences. So, yeah, kind of excited to play them. We haven't played a South Metro Conference team yet. We have in our schedule Lakeville coming up and Farmington in a Christmas tournament, but this will be the first time we play a team kind of similar to those styles.
All right, well, Coach, I won't keep you any longer. You guys have a great game tonight, and good luck.
Thank you.
All right, that was Coach Paige Carter on Northfield Live. We'll continue on right after this.
Borrowing money is a big deal, and Community Resource Bank is ready to help. When you're buying a car, purchasing a home, or fixing up your existing home, Community Resource Bank has answers for all your loan and mortgage questions. As an integral part of Northfield, Cannon Falls, and Roseville communities, Community Resource Bank offers online solutions for business, residential, investment, and other lending accounts. Community Resource Bank, let's bank together. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
This is Barb from Professional Dental Group, letting you know that the doctors and staff of Professional Dental Group are proud to call themselves Northfield Raiders sports fans. Whether scheduling for an implant, mouthguard, or general visit, we look forward to providing you with the same exceptional care that Professional Dental Group has delivered for over 45 years. So on behalf of Dr. Becky Johnson, Dr. John Nowak, Dr. Brian Cravey, Dr. Tyler Yonke, and Dr. Mallory Peterson, go Raiders!
It can be hard finding an eye clinic that makes you feel seen and cared for in a way that suits you. At River Valley Eye Professionals, we pride ourselves on tailoring our care to you and your specific needs. We won't just see you in our offices. We may see you at a local ball game or at the high school for another event. We get to know you and what you hold dear so we can give you the best possible care. Learn more at rvep.com. River Valley Eye Professionals. Don't miss seeing your world.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
And welcome back. Welcome back to the Northfield Live's coverage of Northfield Raider hockey this evening. And you just heard the coaches' interviews there. And some of the big takeaways were the girls just coming off of the holiday break. It's what I took away from both of those coaches. And starting off with Coach Carter's notes there, she said that they did a lot of leg workout over the holiday break. And I wanted to cut in on that when I was talking to her, and I wanted to quote Herb Brooks and say the legs feed the wolf.
Yeah.
And that's true. I mean, depending on the style of play between the two conferences, because this is an interconference game tonight, the Apple Valley Eagles, they're coming in from the South Suburban Conference. The Raiders, they're in the Big Nine Conference. So it's going to be a kind of an interesting development on how well the two conferences will be matched up tonight.
Yeah, it will be very interesting. It's always nice. I mean, obviously, Northfield, they're not in the same section as Apple Valley, but we are with Lakeville South as an example, which is in that conference. So it is nice to see some of that competition from that conference. That those bigger schools, the Rosemounts, and who we've had in the past. I'm not sure if Rosemount is on our schedule this year, but it has been in the past. So Coach does like to go get those bigger school teams and get them in here so we can see some of that speed that they're going to in the sections.
And I think they're going to be seeing a lot of those other conference teams coming up here. She mentioned that they have a holiday tournament, but we'll cover that later on at a later date, possibly at the next Raider game. But let's talk a little bit about Apple Valley here for just a few moments. They're coming in with a very impressive record, at least for their conference. Yeah. They are 2-1. It's a very tough conference, as the coaches both mentioned, and to come in and face off against a team that is 3-0 in their own conference, in their home barn, that's got to put a little bit of butterflies in the stomach of the Apple Valley Eagles tonight.
Yeah, 100%. No, it's Northfield. A lot of it. Well, there's just great hockey right through this I-35 corridor. Yep. I mean, it's just, you throw in Owatonna and Albert Lee in there, and it's just really good hockey. Yep. And Northfield's been coming out on top the last couple of years. 2 straight trips to the state tournament. And so, yeah, Apple Valley, I'm sure they're going to come in here and they're going to. Northfield had a few girls graduate last year that were some huge pieces to this program. But the goalie and the defense here has been doing a really good job, and the offense obviously has been doing a great job. So it's fun. We'll get into all those names here in a little bit as we get ready for starting lineups here. Let's join the PA announcer.
Priester. The other defenseman, number 5, freshman Mackenzie Turnquist.
Yeah.
At center, number 18, senior Michaela Morin. Left wing, number 7, freshman Cameron Turnquist. Right wing, 16, senior Avery Ryan. And in goal, number 35, sophomore Finley Engfer. The head coach for the Eagles is Chris Sikich. The assistant coaches are Rich Schrick and Penny Sikich. And now, put your hands together for your Northfield Raiders. On defense, number 10, senior co-captain Olivia Rasmussen. The other defenseman, number 21, junior co-captain Mia Miller. Right wing, number 18, senior co-captain Emily Beham. Left wing, number 19, junior Ashlyn Pockert. At center, number 16, sophomore Emma Peruka. And in goal, number 31, senior co-captain Macy Mueller. The co-head coaches for the Raiders are Paige Carter and Jeff LaPanta. The assistant coaches are Brittany Hubbard and Annie Fossum. Will you please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem?
And there was our starting lineups and our national anthem. And today's starting lineups are brought to you by Ritchie Eye Clinic. If you're interested in improving your vision, scheduling a free consultation at Ritchie's Eye Clinic is a great first step. And Lance, I was reading earlier today on the Minnesota Girls Hockey Hub, and the starting lineup has, for at least Northfield, has probably one of the leading scorers for the team, and that is going to be Mia Miller. She is one of the defense women and one of the co-captains here this evening.
Yeah, she's been an outstanding. She's really been stepping up this year. She did a great job last year as well, but boy, is she really stepping up this year. It's been a lot of fun to watch her. For a defenseman to be leading scorer, any team would take that. It's been awesome to watch. She's been putting a ton of work in, and it's great to see. Yeah, I was here a little bit working on this stuff here during practices here this week, and I guess I didn't really realize. Now I'm thinking back when you said that they were doing leg work. Yeah, that's exactly what they were doing. Almost the entire time I was here, they were just skating.
Yeah,
they were doing skating drills.
No puck handling, no touching of the pucks, no sticks, nothing. They wanted to make sure to get all of that rink rust off, coming off of that long week between the Rochester game and the game here tonight against Apple Valley.
Yeah, and the reason I brought that up is because I happened to notice that Mia was one of the ones that was showing a lot of the girls on like the drills and the footwork and stuff and the speed at which the drill needed to be done. So it's just it's awesome to see them having a great year and kicking things off, and hope we keep it going.
And I think that's one of the reasons why Coach Carter made her one of the captains, is because she exudes that captain-like mentality here on the ice. And just like you heard the PA announcer there say, let's play hockey, and we have. And the face-off was won by your Northfield Raiders. They take it into the Apple Valley zone. They dump it in around the net, and here come the Apple Valley Eagles, but the Northfield Raiders, they keep it in the Eagle zone. And on the far boards, with a Eagle losing their stick, they bring it back up the ice, and it's a 2-on-1 situation, but it looks like they're going to wave off that icing there. And back on the quarter boards there, the Eagles and the Raiders are fighting for it. Raiders bring it around their own net. They give it up to the offense, but Eagles, they take it away. Bringing it back around to the point. Taking a shot from the blue line. It sails up and over the boards, or up and over the net, rather, excuse me. There's a little bit of a scrum for it down in the near corner, but the Eagles take it away, and they try to take a shot on net, but that's deflected by the goaltender. Another shot on net, and goes into the far, or the near corner. From the point, Eagles take another shot on goal. They're leading 2-0, and the Raiders dump it all the way down their own, and they're going to bring it back for an icing call.
That first shot there, that was a very good save there by Macy Mueller.
Yes.
Very good pad save that she was able to deflect right out of there. It was a pretty good shot by Apple Valley.
Yep. And I remember back in the first game of the season, she saved, like 40-some-odd saves? So she knows what she's doing in between those pipes. They're going to drop the puck here on the far dot from Macy Mueller. Apple Valley, they win the draw. Another shot taken from the point, and a beautiful save by Macy in the net. And the Eagles, they take a shot, and that's going to be in the 5-hole, and they're going to take a 1-0 lead here at Northfield. We'll get the scoring summary here in just a sec.
Yeah, I think that was number 19 for Apple Valley. You can go ahead and fire in that replay if you're able to capture it. But I think it's okay. That's right. I think it sort of surprised Macy. I think she thought she had that, and it snuck through that 5-hole. Just kind of trickled through there.
Yep. And well, as far as I know, it looks like number 19 for Apple Valley, who is Leela Korkowski. She's a sophomore. She had the goal there. We'll see if the PA announcer has a scoring summary here in just a sec.
Oh, we're going to have to, our batteries died over there, it looks
All right.
like. So,
well, we'll get the scoring summary here in just a little bit, but just to kind of recap what happened, the Apple Valley Eagles, they won the face-off after that goal, and they brought it all the way over to the Northfield zone, but there was a stoppage of play on the far boards, and they were going to drop it just outside the blue line. And here comes Northfield. They dump it into the Apple Valley zone. It gets picked up by Apple Valley along the far boards. They try to clear it out, but the Raiders, they ping one off the far post, but they keep it alive down in the Apple Valley zone. They try to pass it out in front for a one-time shot, but it gets broken up by Apple Valley. And here come the Eagles. And a poke check put on by the Raiders, but it's dropped into the Raiders zone. And Kassler, they bring it up, and here come the Raiders. They dump and change. And the Eagles, they try to clear it out. It's kept along the near boards here. As the Eagles, they bring it back around their own net. It's stopped by the Raiders. And one of the Raiders just does a fall. Cross-ice pass to the left-hand point. There's a shot taken there, but it goes wide. Raiders keep it alive in the Eagle zone, but the Eagles intercept it, and here they come. It's on a 3-on-2 situation. They take another shot, but that goes wide of the Raider net. Raiders dump it in and back around their own net. And in the far corner, there's a little bit of a scrum as the Eagles, they clear it out, wrap it around the back of the net. And the captain for the Eagles, Keeps it along the blue line, but they need to clear it out. Otherwise, it's going to be offsides. Offside is waved off. And the Raiders, they bring it up. They take a shot from deep in their own zone, and they try to get into the Eagle zone, but they can't do anything with it. Raiders once again with the puck. Eagles have it. They pass it across, but that shot was blocked by the defense for the Raiders. And in a breakaway situation, here come the Raiders. They go once, twice, and take a shot on that third shot, or that third deke, but it goes left and wide. And another shot from the blue line. On the far boards are the Raiders. A little bit of a scrum for it, and there's a penalty upcoming. We'll see who this is going to be on. Looks like it could be on Apple Valley. 2 minutes for tripping. And it looks like it's going to be Mackenzie Turnquist, the freshman defender. She's going to go take a 2-minute sit in the sin bin.
Working on trying to get some technical difficulties here worked out as they get ready to do a
right at the 13-minute mark. No, excuse me, it's number 9, Avery Sikic. She's going to take 2 minutes. But back down on the ice, Raiders, they take a shot, but that is blocked by the Eagles defense. And can't believe that wasn't a trip. Eagles, they try to clear it out into the Raiders zone, and they do. There's a fight for it in the near corner. Raiders, they bring it back up along the near boards. They deke around the defense. They pass it along. Offside's waved off, and there's a glove save by the Apple Valley netminder. Boy, that was a beautiful back and forth there for just a few moments. But they're going to have a glove save stoppage coming up here. Going to drop the puck on the far dot. And there's about 90 seconds left in that power play for the Raiders. Eagles dump it back around their own net, trying to clear it out to give their goalie a reprieve during this penalty kill. Raiders, they bring it up. And they kind of do a little do-si-do with it around their own dots. But here they come along the near boards. In the near corner, back around the net. A little poke check by the Raiders. A shot taken from the point is blocked. Another shot. And that goes into the near corner. Pass cross ice taken, and it goes up and over the net into the glass. They're going to try it once again. I guess third time was not the charm on that one. Shot in front, that's blocked and goes wide from the blue line. Raiders, top of the circle, but they can't come up with it. And it is going to go all the way down, and no icing is called. That's interesting. Picking it up behind her own net is Reese Perutka, there we go.
She had her own sister on the line there with her for a minute. She did try to feed her sister for one assist, but...
Yeah, and Eagles, they dump it back in, and they are going to be at full strength here. So now we are 5-on-5 after that 2-minute respite. And on the near boards, there's a little bit of a scrum for the puck. Going to the near corner, wrapping it around the back of the net are the Eagles there. Now along the far boards, a little poke check taken away by the Raiders. And here they come. It's a 3-on-2, but not in the way that the Raiders want it. They dump it in. A little poke check on the backboards there. Trying to wrap it around, but can't come up with it. And they tried to keep it in at the blue line, but it just went a little too far. Now back down in the Raiders zone. Raiders, they come up with it in the neutral ice. And here comes Wagner, but that is poke checked away by the defense for the Eagles. Eagles handing it off. 2-on-3. She tries to take a shot, but I think everybody thought it was going to go wide of the net, but it was gobbled up by the netminder. Another shot out in front. That gets blocked by the Raiders defense. Cross-ice pass. And here we go. 1-on-2 situation. Raiders all the way down into the Eagle zone, but they can't come up with a shot on net. Eagles trying to clear it out, but it's stopped by the Raiders at the blue line. And picking it up behind the net is Emma. And the Eagles try to clear it out, and they're going to call icing.
Yeah, Ashlyn Pocker did a great job of getting it out front there. Just didn't have a Northfield Raider girl there to tap it in.
Yep.
But at least we got some time of possession here in our own end. Try and get those shots on goal evened back up here a little bit as Northfield does trail in that department 3-5.
Puck dropped, and they're going to call a bad drop of the puck. I think they're going to maybe kick somebody out of the face-off, but it is won by Northfield. Not the most dramatic of puck drops, but I think they'll take it. And Northfield's captain is going to get called for a slash or a hooking penalty. So she's going to take a couple minutes in the sin bin. That's Mia Miller.
It is. She did a great job of trying to maintain possession of the puck there, and then stuff just got away from her a little bit and got called for hooking.
Yeah. So now they're going to bring the puck all the way down to Northfield's end of the ice on the far dot. And the draw is won by Northfield. Cross-ice pass by Apple Valley. Shot out in front, that goes wide. And there's a little bit of a battle for it on the near boards, and Northfield clears it out. Stopped by Apple Valley's netminder. They bring it around the back of their own net. Little tangle up there. Here comes Apple Valley with it. Apple Valley down in the Raiders zone. She takes a shot, and another one is stopped by the netminder. They do a high end over end puck dump into the Eagles zone, but the Eagles are able to gather it up and bring it all the way back to Northfield's end. And with the puck is Apple Valley right out in front. That shot goes high and into the net, but not the one that they were aiming for.
That was a really good look there by Apple Valley. They definitely had an opportunity to put one in the basket there. But just a little bit high. Macy didn't even have to really put any effort into deflect that one and just was shot high.
Yep. And puck drop coming up here. Apple Valley, they win it, but Northfield, they regain control of it. They bring it around at the blue line. They get it over to Avery Ryan. Now with it is the other defenseman right there. They take another shot, but not enough behind it to really account for anything. They get it up at the blue line once again. Pass over to the near boards. She takes a shot. Stick save by the netminder.
30 seconds left in the penalty kill.
And they take a dump on it. And they don't get it across the red line. Now Apple Valley with it on the attack. In neutral ice, but not sure what was the plan there. Here comes Northfield with it out in front. And a shot. Wasn't really able to come up with it. Now Northfield is at full strength. And they're down in the Apple Valley zone, but Apple Valley getting into neutral ice. And back behind the Northfield net, a little tie up there. Getting along the near boards, but stopping it at the red line. It was number 14, Jordan Thies, or Tice, for Apple Valley. She dumps it back in. Apple Valley and Northfield fighting for it in the near corner. And they try to dump it out, which they do. Apple Valley able to not not pick up the offside. So nice hit along the bench boards there by Northfield to Apple Valley. And here they come. Here come the Raiders. Stop, shot, and high and wide. To quote Bob Euchre, just a bit outside on that one. Here come the Eagles. They take a triple deke type move, but not able to come up with a shot on net. Northfield, they trail in the shots on goal category by 3. Let's see if they can even things up here. The Lone Raider down in the Eagle zone.
It's Emma Peruka.
And she passes it out in front in a shot taken by, I think that was Rasmussen. But that goes wide just a little bit. Another shot in front, nothing there. Now on the near boards in the near corner. With it now still is Peruka, but that gets dumped all the way down. And they're going to touch it up for icing. 5:10 left to go here in this first period.
Yeah, that was Peruka almost connected there with Emily Beham, I believe, is who was crashing the net there. Just couldn't quite come up with it.
Gonna have a face-off here on the near dot. Raiders win the draw. Peruka, I think that's her. She was able to keep it in. And over on the far board is Abby Castle. And Raiders trying to find somebody out in front, but she can't. And the netminder for the Eagles is able to gobble it up. That's Finley Engfer. So she's able to stop the play there. Oh, we're tied up at 5 apiece on the shots on goal category. So 5-6 now. So now the Raiders with the shot right out in front, right into traffic, but a little bit of a traffic jam and couldn't come up with a decent shot on net. So they're going to bring it back the other way are the Eagles. And there's a penalty, if I ever saw one. And let's see what it's going to be and who's it going to be on. I know it's going to be on Apple Valley. It's just a matter of, I think it's number 16. Who is that? That's Avery Ryan. So she's going to take 2 minutes. Let's see what it's for. I didn't quite catch the... Puck drop coming up here on the far dot. It's won by Northfield. They get it at the point. They take a shot into traffic. Nobody home. In a wide open net. But that was blocked by the netminder. She loses her stick. And another shot into traffic. Nobody home. Eagles trying to clear it out. Northfield keeping it alive at the blue line. Far corner. Shake a shot. Nobody there. And it goes just a little bit wide. And it's covered up in a little bit of extracurriculars after the whistle was blown. And to say that there's no love lost between this team, or between these teams, is a little bit of an understatement there. So,
yeah, I did not ask Apple Valley's coach, Chris Sikic, if they've played Northfield in the last couple of years, but there seemed to be some familiarity with them.
Apple Valley, they win the draw here. They try to clear it out. It's a 4-on-2 in favor of Northfield situation coming down the ice. Apple Valley, they dump it back around into the near corner. And they try to clear it out in front of the net, but nobody was there to make a play out of it. In Northfield, they're able to steal the puck, and here they come on the near boards. Cross-ice pass, that goes wide. Another pass out in front, that goes wide. And Apple Valley dumping the puck, hoping for that ice, but I think it was touched by a Northfield player, so they called that off. And a hard hit right in front of the ref on the near boards. Doesn't get called, but Apple Valley trying to clear the puck, and there's going to be a high sticking called.
Really?
Yep, but they're not calling it a penalty. They're just going to be calling it essentially an ice. So they're going to bring it down to Northfield zone. So Apple Valley winning the draw. They try to keep it into the Northfield zone, but Northfield able to clear it out just a little bit. Apple Valley trying to dump it in as Northfield dumped it back out, but in the process they get called for offsides. So I think, yeah, they're going to drop it at center ice here. And there's 27 seconds left in the 2-minute break for Apple Valley. Northfield, they bring it up. And here comes Maya Miller with it, trying to add to her stats. With the shot on net, nobody there. But now another shot, and it's picked out of the air by the netminder for Apple Valley.
That's Reese Peruka that's putting the shots on goal there. Pretty good shot, pretty good wrist shot there that Apple Valley's Engfer was able to glove save.
Puck drop coming up on the glove side dot for Engfer. Northfield, they win it, and there's the shot in the goal. We are tied up at 2:26 left to go in this first period. Let's see. And
yeah, we can go and fire the replay.
And it's no surprise here who's in the front of the line, in front of the scoring line. It's Mia Miller. So she just continues to add to her stats. So, but you know what? I'm pretty sure at this point in the season she'll take them.
There's our Community Resource Bank replay.
$14:31 is the time of that. Oh, whoop, wrong.
Oh, Peruka.
Peruka, wow. All right, so I was wrong. It wasn't Miller. It was Peruka who had the score there.
Emma Peruka, to be specific, since we got sisters on the team.
Yep. And now we have the puck down in the Apple Valley zone. They clear it out all the way down the length of the ice, and they're going to call icing here with just under 2 minutes left to go in this first period. We are tied.
Yeah, now Northfield has finally been pouring the shots on as well, now leading the shots on goal 12-6. So that little flurry, that power play in the last few minutes here have really helped in that category, getting that goal to finally even things up here in the first.
Puck drop on the stick side of Engfer for Apple Valley in the Apple Valley zone. There's a little bit of a scrum right behind the glove post, but Apple Valley's able to clear it out. But Northfield keeps it alive in the Apple Valley zone. And on the far boards, here comes the Eagles. They try to make a cross-ice play here, but nothing came out of it. But they get it down into the Northfield zone. And back around the net. At the blue line, a shot into the shin guards of Northfield. And that is Lindsay Erickson who made the stop and the shot. And she goes head first into the boards. I don't know why that wasn't a penalty and possibly a penalty shot. But here we go. In the Northfield zone are the Eagles. They take a cross-ice pass, but nobody was home. Another pass out in front and another shot into the breadbasket of Macy Mueller.
That was Avery Ryan there for Apple Valley. I think she's a captain as well. Getting a really nice shot on goal there. That was a very good shot. Macy Mueller there, able to take it right in the chest, cover it up.
And with that stoppage of play, we're going to have a puck drop on the glove side of Mueller. Apple Valley wins it. They get in and they take a shot, in the captain for Apple Valley, number 18. That is Michaela Moran. She She nets the second goal for Apple Valley in this first period.
That is Apple Valley's stud right there. She's got, I think, both the scoring, the points, and the goals leading, I think, records for Apple Valley now up there, what Coach was telling me.
And the puck draw won by Apple Valley. 45 seconds left to go here in this first period. Stick deflection by Mueller. Apple Valley keeps it alive in the Northfield zone. And they're going to fight for it down in the far corner. Northfield trying to clear it out. A backhand shot put on by Moran, but that goes wide. Northfield keeping it in the near corner. There's 15 seconds left to go in this first period. And here comes Northfield across center ice into the blue zone, or the Apple Valley zone. They take a shot off of a nice backhand drop, but they can't come up with it. It is glove saved and stick saved by the goalie for Apple Valley, Finley Engfer, and that is where we're going to be at the end of the first period. 2-1 is our score
on the Heritage Bank scoreboard.
There we go. And as the two teams are going to leave the ice, we'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back after this on Northfield Live.
Northfield Insurance offers more than just home and auto. They offer business insurance, health insurance, life insurance, and bonds as well. They have a combined 147 years of experience across 6 employees to make sure that you are getting the best possible insurance for your exact needs. Not only will they protect what's yours, they'll make sure that you're cared for like family. Find out how you can get the right insurance for you at nfldins.com or by calling 507-645-8861. Northfield Insurance Agency. They've got you covered.
Planning for retirement can seem overwhelming. That's why Jake and Brent at Comprehensive Wealth Solutions in Faribault develop Financial GPS, a goals-based planning solution to help you reach your financial aspirations. Working with a financial advisor and having a written plan is proven to provide confidence in retirement goals. The team at CWS guides you in making decisions and works with you to prepare a written plan. Visit cwsfbo.com to start your journey to retiring with confidence. CWS, providing big-time advice the small-town way.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie, Ritchie Eye and LASIK. Like many of you, I recently had cataract surgery, and I am loving it. My vision has never been better. Driving at night is fun again, and I wake up in the morning and see. And now you're wondering, which doctor did I choose? Short answer is both. Dr. Miller fixed one eye, and Dr. Reinsbach operated on the other. They are both great people and fabulous surgeons. I trust them implicitly, and you can too, but just pick one.
Ritchie Eye and LASIK in Faribault, your leader in advanced cataract surgery.
No matter what business you're in, it's hard to find someone to keep your business clean. ServiceMaster by Ayatt's Janitorial Services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. When you're in need of janitorial cleaning services, demand the yellow van. Call ServiceMaster by Ayatt today.
Demand the yellow van. Call ServiceMaster.
This is Barb from Professional Dental Group, letting you know that the doctors and staff of Professional Dental Group are proud to call themselves Northfield Raiders sports fans. Whether scheduling for an implant, mouth guard, or general visit, we look forward to providing you with the same exceptional care that Professional Dental Group has delivered for over 45 years. So on behalf of Dr. Becky Johnson, Dr. John Nowak, Dr. Brian Cravey, Dr. Tyler Yonke, and Dr. Mallory Peterson, go Raiders!
Hi, I'm Adam Steffel, president of NCC Builders. Is your kitchen feeling cramped or your bathroom outdated? Maybe your basement is just wasted space. With the holidays around the corner, imagine hosting in a home you're truly comfortable in and proud of. At NCC Builders, we're known for our quality craftsmanship and attention to detail. Whether it's upgrading your kitchen, creating a spa-like bathroom, or converting your basement into functional living space, we're here to bring your vision to life. Let's get your home ready for the holidays. Visit nccbuilders.com.
Borrowing money is a big deal, and Community Resource Bank is ready to help. When you're buying a car, purchasing a home, or fixing up your existing home, Community Resource Bank has answers for all your loan and mortgage questions. As an integral part of Northfield, Cannon Falls, and Roseville communities, Community Resource Bank offers online solutions for business, residential, investment, and other lending accounts. Community Resource Bank. Let's bank together. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Heritage Dental Care in Northfield is a general dental clinic specializing in a variety of dental procedures and services. New patients and emergencies are welcomed 5 days a week. Heritage Dental Care is a proud supporter of Northfield Athletics and wish all of our athletes the best of luck this season. Make an appointment today with Dr. David Bruss, Dr. David Buck, or Dr. Michael Thompson. Go Raiders!
Welcome back here to the Northfield Ice Arena as our Northfield Raiders are trailing 2-1 versus the Apple Valley Eagles. The Raiders are leading the shots on goal category 13-9. The goals this evening have been by and he took my Apple Valley roster when he walked away. Number 19 for Apple Valley, and Moran, number 18, I believe, have got the goals for Apple Valley. And for Northfield, the lone goal there, number 16, Emma Perutka. All in the first period. We're getting ready to start the second period here in just a minute. Here's Eric. He ran across to get some final data on those goals as we're trying to dial in some of our replay and stuff like that. So every day is an adventure. Eric?
How much time I got?
Well, we just came back, so we're on. Here, I just unmuted you.
All right.
It's a long way around over there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Just went and got some stats from the scorebook, some official, unofficial stats. Let's take a look at the scoring here for that first period on the scoreboard update here.
Yeah, yep.
So, if you're just joining us, Apple Valley, they currently lead by a score of 2-1. Let's see how those shots and those scores came to be. So, in that first period at the 1:26 mark, let's see here. Just trying to get my notes in order. Apologize.
I think that was number 19.
Yeah, number 19, Kurkowski. She got the puck, and she got the puck from number 22, Annabelle Cozy, and she put the shot on goal. Let's see our replay here. And shot from the point, went wide. Apple Valley got it in the far corner, and they were able to get it at the point. And another shot on goal, and bada bing, bada boom, went to the back of the net. We are at a score of 1-0 in favor of Apple Valley. But Northfield, they didn't want to go away from this period with a goose egg on the board. And let's see here, number 21.
No, then it was number 16, Emma Perutka got the goal for
they actually on the thing down there, they said Maya Miller.
It was Mia Miller.
Mia Miller, yeah, she got the puck.
But they announced Emma Perutka, didn't they?
I can't remember.
Do we have that replay?
Let's see if we have that replay here.
Let's see if we can get the...
Okay, so what happened is they did a puck drop on the the glove side of the Apple Valley net. They bring it around to the center ice.
Oh, yeah,
and
it was Mia Miller.
Mia Miller, she had a nice 1-2 stick handle there from the dashes almost on the near side circle. And she just tickled the twine, put it in the back of the net, and that just goes to show that she is the number one scorer for Northfield for a reason.
She can skate, puck handle. She's got a nice shot. Yeah, thanks to Community Resource Bank for the sponsor and the replay so we can get all that stuff straight. It's been such an awesome addition that we've been able to do.
Yep, and that was at 14:34. And about 2 minutes later, Apple Valley, they didn't want to go into the locker rooms at a tied score, so they decided that they wanted to up the ante just a little bit before the end of that first period. And what happened there was a little bit of miscommunication, and they took a shot on net, and it was the player who ultimately got the goal. That was number 18,
Moran.
she was in the crease. She was kind of poking at it a little bit, and it just snuck right by Macy Mueller. And there was a big crowd, and they couldn't really figure out, was it a goal? Was it not a goal? But the refs ultimately said it is a goal. That was at 16-12. And I do remember that first goal for Apple Valley. That was in the 5-hole of Macy Mueller.
Yep.
So that's, I think, one thing. If she's going to look at tape later on this week, or if they look at tape at all, that's probably one of the things that she's probably going to work on, is covering up that 5-hole so she doesn't have too many of those repeated type goals against her coming up.
Sure, yeah, no, it's Macy's normally really rock solid. That first one, I think she thought she had.
Yeah.
She was just kind of backing up, and then she realized that it's trickled through there.
Yep.
And the second one, I think she got caught up in traffic a little bit, and Moran did a great job of, like you said, she was in the crease. She kind of stepped over Macy and kind of puck dragged it around her a little bit, and then just kind of, I think, just guided it through there. So you got to give tip your hat to Moran there. I mean, obviously able to puck handle around that in traffic right there, such a tight space, and scooted around, such a good goalie.
And let's take a look at another score that we have here from the barn, known as the Northfield Ice Arena, on the Heritage Bank scoreboard update. Locally owned and managed, Heritage Bank is really a community bank at its best. We live and work in the communities that we serve. The JV game, it was basically a take no prisoners JV type style game. It was 4-0 in favor of Northfield, so they won that one. So let's see if the varsity can do a two-peat here tonight and come out with a win against Apple Valley. But that's everything. So I think we're going to take another quick timeout, and we'll be back on Northfield Live right after this.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
Thomas Gardens in Faribault is set to get you ready for the holidays. Choose a porch pot and fill it up with their great selection of greens, birch, and spruce tops. Grab a wreath for your front door to greet your guests. For your dinner table, they have squash, honey, syrup, and wild rice. And if you're heading out of town and need a gift, they have local products arranged in baskets to share with your hosts. Thomas Gardens and Nursery, conveniently located along Highway 20 between Faribault and Northfield. Thomas Gardens, here to get you ready for the holidays.
Remodeling your home is a way to breathe new life into your house, and the process can be made easy with Schmidt Homes. Their team has extensive experience in partial and total home renovations, meaning your home will be completed quickly and to your standards, allowing you to enjoy your newly renovated home with peace of mind. When you're ready to start your next project, be sure to check out Schmidt Homes' beautiful and regularly updated showroom for inspiration. Don't wait to start building your dream home. Learn more at schmidthomes.com.
Northfield Retirement Community is proud to introduce Enhanced Care Assisted Living. In this recently expanded area of our campus, we have increased daily licensed nursing coverage, making it possible to provide a higher level of clinical care and monitoring to those in need of additional support. This enhanced model of care provides more choices, allowing residents to age where they are. Contact Northfield Retirement Community for more information at northfieldretirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community, innovation, choice, tradition.
Raider Automotive is a full-service repair shop, collision center, and the only AAA authorized towing facility in Northfield. That means if you are in a minor or major collision this winter, or a deer finds your vehicle, Raider Auto can handle it all. We work with all major insurance companies to handle your vehicle from the tow to completing all your vehicle's repairs. Raider Auto on Highway 3 South in Northfield, 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Or find us at RaiderAutomotive.net. Go Raiders!
What is your dream living location? Full service condo building, low maintenance house on a lake, lots of acreage? There are so many options. To start the search for your ideal location, contact one of our local and relentless agents at Century 21 Atwood and Professional Pride Group today, or visit our website at c21atwood.com. Century 21 Atwood and Professional Pride Group. We're unstoppable together.
At Hometown Credit Union, we are proudly celebrating our 50-year anniversary. What originally started with little more than a ledger book and a cash box, Hometown is now a not-for-profit financial institution that serves the needs of over 23,000 people. We offer all the products and services you expect, while also being personal enough to truly partner with our members through all of life's journeys. Join us at www.hometowncu.coop and see why the Hometown Credit Union can be your trusted partner for financial success.
Northfield Insurance offers more than just home and auto. They offer business insurance, health insurance, life insurance, and bonds as well. They have a combined 147 years of experience across 6 employees to make sure that you are getting the best possible insurance for your exact needs. Not only will they protect what's yours, they'll make sure that you're cared for like family. Find out how you can get the right insurance for you at nfldins.com or by calling 507-645-8861. Northfield Insurance Agency. They've got you covered.
And welcome back to Northfield Live here at the barn known as the Northfield Ice Arena. And we just want to send a big thank you to the 2024-25 Raider girls hockey team sponsor, Northfield Insurance Agency. For personalized insurance solutions and a trusted partner, contact Northfield Insurance Agency today. Thank you, NIA, for supporting Raider girls hockey on Northfield Live. Let's take a quick glance at the upcoming schedule for both teams here this evening. First, for the Apple Valley Eagles, they are playing Northfield here tonight. And then they'll be on the road again against Rosemount to kick off the month of December. That's coming up on Thursday, December the 5th. That's going to be at the Rosemount Community Center. And then they'll be in Lakeville to take on Lakeville South. That's coming up on December the 7th. And then to finish off the first full week of December, Lakeville will be hosting, or they'll be at Apple Valley for both the Lakeville games. Lakeville North and South will be coming towards Apple Valley to wrap up the first full week of December for the Eagles. And I think Lance took my schedule for Northfield. Let's see here.
See, we've got a Lakeville South, another South Suburban Conference, and that's a section matchup.
And we'll take a look at Northfield's here in just a sec, but the draw is won by Northfield in the start of the second period. And Apple Valley, they bring it back the other direction. It's a 3-on-1 situation. And from the left-hand side, a shot on the stick side of Mueller. But that is a save. And Northfield brings it back the other way. It's a 1-on-1 at the blue line. It's a poke checked away by Apple Valley. Northfield, they try to dump it in, but Apple Valley, they get it at the Northfield blue line on a breakaway shot. Is saved by Mueller. And on the far boards, here come the Raiders. They try to knock it out of their own zone, but it's picked up by the Eagles on the near boards. And they send a pass across the length of the ice. And the Eagles, they tried to take another shot on goal, but it was stopped by Northfield, who tries to clear it out. But the Eagles, they just kind of hang on to it, and they slowly bring it around into their zone, and they dump it all the way back down to Northfield's zone. In the far corner now, it's a 2-on-2 scrum, and a shot put out in front. Almost picked up, but now the Northfield Raiders, they dump it back, and it's going to be an icing. Now let's take a look at the Northfield schedule coming up here. We have Apple Valley tonight, Lakeville South. The Raiders will be traveling to Lakeville South for the first game of December. And then Austin on the 5th and Albert Lee on the 10th to wrap up that first full week of December. So the next 3 games will be on the road for Northfield. Puck is won on the face-off by Apple Valley in the Northfield zone on the stick side of Mueller. And another shot put out in front, but it's blocked by the defense for the Raiders. A shot put up on the stick side post of Mueller was blocked and put into the back glass. But now the puck is down in the Eagles zone. And in the near corner. Little fight for it, and there's going to be a whistle and a trip coming up here. Somebody's going to take 2 minutes, sit in the sin bin. Let's see who that might be. So it looks like it's going to be number 24 for the Eagles. And they're going to call a trip penalty on her. And going to grab my roster here, but the puck is dropped on the glove side of Engfer for the Eagles. And number 24, that is Lydia Von Daher. She's going to take 2 minutes for tripping here in this second period. Raiders have it at the blue line. They fake a shot, but they go to a pass. Cross-ice pass here on the blue line. Skating it out to the point is a shot. That goes wide. Now the Raiders have it. They lose control of it just a little bit, and the Eagles bump it out into neutral ice, and they have to clear it out. Now the Raiders have it down in their own zone. A shot put on by the Eagles, but that is stopped by Mueller. The Eagles do a dump and change coming up here. Going after it in the far corner there. That was Maya Miller. That was Miller, I should say. Now the Raiders have it in the Eagle zone. Doing a drop off and a shot and a one-time shot on the post. That goes wide. Now the Raiders, they're trying to keep it alive in the zone, and number 5 for the Eagles, they just put a body check. That was Mackenzie Turnquist on a Raider, but there was no penalty upcoming here, so we're just going to keep on keeping on. Into the Eagles zone are the Raiders with the puck, and the Eagles try to dump it down with 26 seconds left on their short-handed penalty kill. Raiders have it in their own zone. They dump it around the back of the net, and bringing it up is Miller. She hands it off to number 11. That's Peruka. And the Eagles, they dump it back out into neutral ice. Raiders trying to get it back into the Eagles zone, but the Eagles coming back with it. And a cross-ice pass goes nowhere, but picking it up in the far corner, that was Annabella Cozy. And Cozy with it back behind the Raider net. And here we go. Eagles trying to make something of that play, but they get into neutral ice. They have to clear it out. And they are at full strength now, so it is going to be 5-on-5, and I think they called offsides. And all the Eagles are on the far dot, even though the puck drop is going to be on this near dot here. And maybe they were just doing a little conference there to see if they can come up with something. 12:33 left to go here in this second period. Raiders, they win the draw, and Lindsay Erickson, she just tripped over a hole in the ice there, and Raiders, they bring it back around their own net. Eagles dump it in on the far boards, but chasing after it there is Castle. Bringing it up is Erickson. She tries to deke around the defense, but a little poke check on the near boards gets the puck out of the Raiders' hands and into the hands of the Eagles. They dump it back around their own net. Oh, and a board. A boarding penalty or a body check penalty coming up here. And that might be a little bit longer than the 2 minutes here on Apple Valley. That's going to be on number 16, Avery Ryan. She's going to take a couple of minutes in the sin bin. And it's good to see that the recipient of that boarding call is able to get up and move around.
Yeah, that was Mia that took it.
Mia, all right.
And it is 5 minutes.
Oh, wow. So that is a hefty penalty on Apple Valley. Probably not one that they wanted, especially with this 2-1 lead in this second period.
Yeah, absolutely not. They don't want that. But I'm not sure if there's just getting to be a little frustration out there or what. Why she would have done that.
So for the next 5 minutes, Northfield will be on a power play. And they win the draw here in the Apple Valley zone. And here they come on the attack. And Apple Valley able to steal that puck away. When Northfield keeping it in on the blue line. They go around the defense and take a shot, and it's off the stick and up into the net, but not the one that they want to hit. So now I can't remember, because it is a 5-minute major. Oh, they got 2 players in the sin bin. That's interesting. But like what I was going to say is I can't remember, because if it's a 5-minute major, if the Raiders happen to score, will they still be on a 5-on-4 advantage here? But we shall see. But the Raiders have it here and getting tripped up just a little bit. And there's going to be another penalty upcoming here. I don't know who it's on. I think it's going to be on Northfield. Yeah, they're going to call it. Not sure what the call is. And 16, who is that here? That's Emma Peruka. She's going to take a 2-minute timeout in the sin bin. Don't know what for. Unless it was away from the puck. And that's what the
Yeah, I'm not
play
sure
was.
either. I don't know if it was slashing there.
We shall find out, but for all intents and purposes, it's going to be even strength here for 2 minutes. Let's see here. Cross-checking.
Okay.
So she's going to sit 2 minutes for cross-checking here. The Northfield Raiders, they drop it down into the Eagle zone. They're going to call icing here. They're going to bring it all the way back down to the Northfield zone. But I'm still curious as to why the Eagles have 2 players in their box. But it's interesting. Northfield, they bring it back the other way. It's a 1-on-2 situation here. She takes a long time to take a shot, and she goes into the boards and back behind the net. She is slow to get up. Eagles steal it away. They bring it back to Northfield zone. Northfield on the defense here. Eagles wrapping around the dot. Shot out to the point, and it's stopped in traffic. And Northfield taking another shot, but that was blocked. Back in their own zone. With the puck now is Miller. She brings it up. She gets it to number 18. That's Emily Beham. And Northfield with it. Beham taking a long trip around the dots. She takes a shot and it gets gobbled up by Engfer.
Yeah, the Raiders are trying to set something good up there.
Yep.
We got 4-on-4 happening here for at least another 39 seconds.
And they're going to drop the puck on the glove side of Engfer. Apple Valley, they win the draw. And they bring it up along the near boards. Cross-ice pass over to Jordan Theis. But Northfield's able to get it back behind their own net, and they take a shot, and it's off the glass behind the net.
Raiders lucked out there. 24 had a really good look at the net.
Now on the near boards, here come the Eagles, and a cross-ice pass, or a cross-ice shot, gets glove stopped by Mueller. But another shot by the Eagles. She's able to cover it up, and this play is going to be stopped with 9:13 left to go here in this second period. And the Raiders will have one person in the box for at least 6 more seconds. And the Eagles, they win the draw. They pick it up, take a shot from the top of the circle, but that goes into traffic. Now
Raiders at full strength.
Yep, fresh out the box is Peruka. So for at least 2 more minutes here, they have a man advantage. Raiders with it. Picking it up for the Raiders. That is Beham. She has it behind her own net. She passes it off to number 21, Miller. Miller passing it all the way up the ice, almost to Peruka, but that gets stopped by the Eagles, who take a shot at it from the red line, and it's stopped by Mueller. Raiders bringing it back up. Poke checked away by the captain for the Eagles. That is number 18, I believe.
Yep.
Michaela Moran. She does a little bit of footwork with it, and she takes a shot, and everybody on her bench just hits the deck. So that is now behind the Raiders' net. A little bit of a fight for it over on the far boards, on the far quarter boards. And here come the Raiders. Bringing it up the ice for the Raiders is number 18, Beham. She dumps it into the Eagles zone, and they dump it right back. And it's going to go the length of the ice into the Eagles zone, and it was Miller. She had the presence of mind to not really fight for the puck, but to keep the Eagles away from getting the puck. And now we have the puck staying down in the Eagles zone. They take a shot at it from the near boards, but it goes wide. It's picked up on the far side by Michaela Gore. But now the Raiders bring it back the other way into neutral ice. Eagles picking it up at the blue line. And a shot on goal. Pad saved by Mueller. Now with it back behind the Raiders net. They try to dump it down, and they're going to call it icing. Just over 7 minutes left to go here in this second period.
Boy, Raiders got that 5-minute major, or the Apple Valley girl had the 5-minute major, and Northfield has not been able to capitalize on that.
Nope.
That is a fantastic job by Apple Valley to penalty kill that.
Yep.
Only 12 seconds left.
Draws one by Northfield. They try to clear it out, but it's stopped at the blue line by Apple Valley. And a little bit of miscommunication. It's a 3-on-1 situation for the puck on the far side. And Northfield is on a full strength. Apple Valley's at full strength, I think. Yep. But they still have somebody in the box. We'll find out what that is all about here in the break. But Apple Valley, they try to take another shot, and Mueller, she just is able to have the presence of mind to drop down and able to save that puck from going into the back of her net. Northfield, they bring it back the other way. A long pass out of the reach of Lindsay Erickson. But Northfield, they have it down in the Apple Valley zone. Gets knocked out of the zone. Now they're back in their own. Trying to get it back down and put it back behind the net. Another shot and a glove save by Engfer. And shots on net, 18-16. Northfield leads that category by 2. But Apple Valley's goaltender has only truly saved 15. So
right, yeah, no, it's been a great defensive night here for Apple Valley.
Northfield wins the draw. They pick it up, back it around, and try to take a shot from the ice, but that goes wide. Now in the near corner. Brought up to neutral ice by Apple Valley. They go chasing after it. And they're in the near corner here and passing it off to Olivia Prester, I believe that was. And Northfield takes control of it back behind their own net. Here comes Northfield. They get a cross-ice pass up to their team captain, number 18, Emily Beham. But Apple Valley just fighting for it down in the Northfield zone, and Northfield has no choice but to clear it and ice it with 5:14 left to go here in this second period.
Boy, what a flurry here, as both teams seem to have picked up the tempo here in the last minute and a half.
Yep.
Trying to pour one more in. Northfield does need to play catch up here a little bit, and they can feel that pressure.
Northfield wins the draw, back behind their own net. They bring it up on the far boards. They pass it up to number 2, Lillian Jindra. And she takes it all the way down. She takes a shot on net, but that gets covered up by Engfer for Apple Valley, and they're going to drop the puck on the stick side dot. Taking the face-off for Northfield, that's Reese Peruka. And she wins the draw, gets it back to her defense. Dumps it down into the corner, but it goes back around the Apple Valley net. Apple Valley with it. Get it up on the near boards on a breakout play, but it's broken up by Northfield. Apple Valley with it along the far boards. Just misses that. And now coming up with it is not somebody I have on my roster, I don't think, but we'll figure that out here in a little bit. But Northfield, they take another shot. That goes wide.
That was Olivia Rasmussen that put that shot out there. It was just deflected right out in front of the net.
Now on a dump and change here, Apple Valley with it. Gets picked up by Northfield. They get it up to number 3. Don't have her on my one roster. Maybe I'll have it on the other one, but we'll find out here. There's a little bit of a scrum for it along the near boards here, right out of our field of view, but
and number 3 is Olive Cook.
Apple Valley dumping it back behind their own net. Here comes Northfield with it. Picking it up for Northfield is number 16, Emma Peruka. Apple Valley trying to bring it back the other way. And it's just a back and forth game here this evening at the Northfield Ice Arena on Northfield Live. 3.5 minutes left to go in this second period. Another shot put on net, but that goes wide. And Isabella Paulson fighting for it on the far boards there for a second. Northfield able to dump it back and around. Here comes Paulson trying to keep it into the Eagle zone. Trying to dump it out in front to her open player who was calling for it, but the Eagles bring it back the other way. It's a 1-on-2 situation. And that's their captain, number 18, Michaela Moran.
There was some offsides there.
So they're going to drop it just outside of the Northfield zone here. .248 left to go in this second period. And that can be a lot of time, but that can also be very little time, depending on where you are in the matchup.
Right.
Apple Valley trying to get it back down in the Northfield zone, but that shot on net goes wide and back around the Northfield net. Northfield passing it across over to number 15. But it's picked off at the blue line by Apple Valley, who takes a shot on net, but that's stopped. And Northfield dumps the puck into the Apple Valley zone, and it's stopped at the red line, at the goal line, by the goalie, Engfer. Northfield tries to put a shot out in front, and a lot of people not knowing where that puck was there for a sec. Northfield bringing it back the other way. Stop and turn around and taking a shot. Picked up on the near boards by Northfield. Down in the corner. Shot from the point into the shin guards of the defense from Apple Valley. And it's back in neutral ice. Apple Valley bringing it up now from their own zone. And Northfield trying to make something happen here in the last 90 seconds of this second period. And Apple Valley trying to do some quick foot movement, but Northfield brings it back. 3-on-3. Shot on net. It's gobbled up by Inkfer.
That was Gindra, number 2 for Northfield, putting the shot on goal there.
.68 seconds left to go here in this second period. And not a whole lot of scoring done in this second period. So
no. Everything happened in the first so far.
So far. Now Northfield with it on the far boards. 1 minute left to go here in this second period. Apple Valley bringing it back up, but it's kept down in the Apple Valley zone by Northfield on the far boards. It's stopped. And here comes Apple Valley. 2-on-2, pass across the ice to Michaela Moran, but she was not able to come up with it. And a shot on the net is stopped by the defense of Northfield. And out in front, a shot, nope. And picking it up now for Northfield was Beham. She tried to clear it out, but it was stopped. And cross-ice pass from Apple Valley back in the Northfield zone. Beham trying to clear it out, but Apple Valley keeping it down in the Northfield zone. Come across the red line, take one final shot on net, but that goes wide, and that'll be the end of the second period here at the Northfield Ice Arena. Our scoreboard, of course, brought to you by Heritage Bank, locally owned and managed. Heritage Bank really is a community banking at its best. We live and work in a community that we serve. Your scoreboard update, 2-1 in favor of Apple Valley. We'll be back with our second intermission report coming up right after this.
The volume of positive feedback we receive about Northfield Live is at times overwhelming. So when one of you catches me before or after a game telling me thank you for being there, I try my best to stop what I'm doing and listen. I always try to communicate that we would not be able to provide this service without the advertising partners. Our sponsors cover a wide range of services. The ads on both the homepage and on our advertising partners page are linked to each business's website, so you can get some information in a quick and easy way. Supporting our incredible sponsors is a great way to do business locally, and they provide the support to make everything on your screen possible. Thank you for watching Northfield Live, and thank you to those partners who chose to support us showcasing our Northfield students. Please check out our advertising partners tab at northfieldlive.com.
Located in downtown Northfield, Champion Sports has a great selection of Raiders, St. Olaf, and Carlton merchandise, including jackets, hats, and hoodies. Champion's got you covered. Champion Sports has everything you need for the hockey season, with a large selection of official CCM hockey equipment, including all the essentials, plus skate sharpening. You'll always be ready to hit the ice. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram to know when the latest seasonal gear is in stock at Champion Sports Northfield. Gear up like a champion at Champion Sports.
Franzen Bank and Trust, where our mission is to determine your needs, develop relationships, and deliver solutions. We do this with superior customer service through timely communication by empowered employees who love to support the Northfield Dundas area. I'm Aaron Nibby, and I chose to be a business banker at Franzen Bank and Trust for these reasons. Stop by and meet me for your business banking needs at Franzen Bank and Trust, off Highway 3 in Dundas.
Enjoy Black Friday savings throughout the month of November here at Northfield Ford Chrysler. Save up to 33% on select Dodges, up to 25% on select Jeeps, up to 23% on select Rams, and over 20% on select Fords. Plus pre-owned vehicles available in every price range. And enjoy Black Friday savings all month long at Northfield Ford Chrysler. When you're ready for an extraordinary sales experience, we're ready to serve anytime at FordofNorthfield.com, located here on Highway 3 here in Northfield.
It can be hard finding an eye clinic that makes you feel seen and cared for in a way that suits you. At River Valley Eye Professionals, we pride ourselves on tailoring our care to you and your specific needs. We won't just see you in our offices. We may see you at a local ball game or at the high school for another event. We get to know you and what you hold dear so we can give you the best possible care. Learn more at rvep.com. River Valley Eye Professionals. Don't miss seeing your world.
If your car is under extended warranty, there's no need to go back to the dealership. The team at Witt Brothers has dealt with every kind of extended warranty company. With a quick call, they'll know exactly what it will take to get your repairs covered. Warranties are there to reduce stress and risk. So let Witt Brothers make actually using that warranty as easy as possible. For all your automotive and repair needs, drive to Witt Brothers, located at 701 Division Street in downtown Northfield.
Hi, I'm Adam Steffel, president of NCC Builders. Is your kitchen feeling cramped or your bathroom outdated? Maybe your basement is just wasted space. With the holidays around the corner, imagine hosting in a home you're truly comfortable in and proud of. At NCC Builders, we're known for our quality craftsmanship and attention to detail. Whether it's upgrading your kitchen, creating a spa-like bathroom, or converting your basement into functional living space, we're here to bring your vision to life. Let's get your home ready for the holidays. Visit nccbuilders.com.
And welcome back to Northfield Live and the coverage of Northfield Raider hockey. The 2024-2025 Raider girls hockey team is sponsored by Northfield Insurance Agency. For personalized insurance solutions and a trusted partner, contact Northfield Insurance Agency today. Thank you, NIA, for supporting Raider girls hockey on Northfield Live or NorthfieldLive.com.
Yeah. And actually, Daniel, would you mind panning up a little bit so see if we can get the Northfield Insurance Agency logo in here behind us?
There we did.
Yeah,
there we are.
Yeah, that.
Yes.
And actually, and if you hit clear, it'll take the scoreboard widget off the corner so then we can see the... Yeah, now we can see the voice sponsors as well.
There we go.
Really quickly, I want to just explain to you, everybody that works here, and everybody at home what that means. I mean, we obviously have a lot of clients that are advertising. That supports all the activities that we do. In this case, with Northfield Insurance Agency for the girls hockey, NCC Builders, and Raider Automotive for the boys hockey, what that does for everybody to know, I want everybody to know this, that we have title sponsors for each sport. And what they're doing, and why we put them on the banners behind us, and why we're doing these live reads, is they're paying a little bit extra for that way when in this case, the girls hockey team, when it goes into section playoff time, there's extra fees that the State High School League charges me to be able to do this. And I want to keep this free for everybody watching at home.
Yes.
I don't want to put it behind a paywall. And Northfield Insurance Agency, in this case, agreed with me, and they are covering those costs. So thank you, Northfield Insurance Agency. If you do business with them, please go tell them thank you. And if you're looking to get some insurance here in the near future, go give them a visit, and Kevin will be happy to give you a quote, I'm sure.
All righty. Well, we are in the end of the second period here. Not any scoring. I was going to say not a whole lot of scoring, but there was no scoring in that second period. On the scoreboard update brought to us by Heritage Bank. We want to thank them for being our scoreboard sponsor, locally owned and managed. Heritage Bank is really a community bank at its best. We live and work in the communities that we serve. It is 2-1 in favor of the visiting Apple Valley Eagles. And I think the big quote-unquote highlight of that second period was, aside from the saves, we'll get to that here in just a sec, but there was a lot of good saves coming up on both sides of the puck. But the big highlight of that second period was there was a 5-minute major for boarding, cross-checking, what have you. We'll go down here in just a little bit, see if we can figure out what the deal was. But if you...
There was a cross-check. Mia Miller was cross-checked into the boards,
But it was not your standard cross-check. She was in a prone position, and the offender of the penalty, that was number 16. I think that's who they called on it, Avery Ryan. She cross-checked her at neck, upper shoulder, head level. So it sent her head, her whole upper body first into the boards. So that's why I think they delivered that 5-minute major.
Yep.
So they were on a 5-minute power play. The Raiders were. Eagles were on a 5-minute man down. But what really confused Lance and myself was it wasn't just one person serving the penalty. There were two people in the box, and there was only one penalty up on the board. So we'll figure out what was going on with that here in just a little bit. But let's talk about those saves that were put up on both sides of the puck by the Raiders.
Really quick before we move on to that, Apple Valley killed it.
Yeah.
They did a great job of killing it. I mean, Northfield ended up also getting a penalty in there within that 5-minute major, which made it 4-on-4 for a little bit. But Apple Valley did a fantastic job of killing that major.
Oh, yeah. And in the sport of hockey, killing a 5-minute or a 10-minute major or whatever the case may be is a really difficult thing to do. And it takes a really good special teams for a hockey team to accomplish that penalty kill.
Both teams are doing a great job with defense.
Yes, and that was one thing that Coach Carter and myself talked about for the break that the Raiders had this last week between their game against Rochester and the game coming up here tonight, was that they focused on the special teams. Mm-hmm. They wanted to be able to kill those 2-minute minors and, quite possibly a 5-minute major if it pops up, but let's just hope that it doesn't. But talking about the saves, talking about the netminders here tonight, the totals here so far are 20 shots on goal for the Raiders, 17 for the Eagles, but the saves are, 19 and 15 or something like that. Even with the scoreboard reading what it is, you cannot take away the effort that the netminders are putting in here this evening.
Yeah, no, both of them are great goaltenders. There's no doubt about that. And the two that Apple Valley got, I don't think Macy really expected the first one definitely not to get Beyer, and the second one both of them you got to give Apple Valley credit for.
Right.
I mean,
yeah.
But Macy was in a good position for both of them, and they got Beyer. And Northfield got a really good shot on theirs, and that was a great goal. So yeah, we got great defense happening on both teams here, and it's fun to watch. The tempo's been very good. Now I guess we'll have to wait here to see in the third to see if all that leg workout through Thanksgiving break has paid off. See if the Northfield Raiders can keep that pace. I don't know. We got. I guess we do have both rosters. Does Apple Valley have a pretty deep team? Are we pretty similar here? I mean, both teams fielded a JV team. Mm-hmm. I guess I haven't looked too deep at either roster here, but
yeah, I mean, from the stats that are on the roster for at least Apple Valley, I have outdated ones for Northfield, but Apple Valley, they seem to be bringing in some pretty heavy hitters. Let's just take a look at Michaela Moran, for instance.
Yeah.
She has 10 goals on the season. So she is clearly the leading scorer for Apple Valley coming into this matchup. 7 assists and in 7 games played.
Yeah, and as you can tell here, this logo here, she's also committed to Mankato.
Yep, and that is not a slouch hockey program either.
Not a bit.
If you want to rank it by, whatever for hockey programs for the state of Minnesota, I think it goes Gophers, and then very closely behind it, it's Mankato. So
yeah, we got quite a few good programs here in the state. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. So we'll take a quick time out here, and we'll be back on Northfield Live with the third and final frame in this matchup between the Northfield Raiders and the Apple Valley Eagles on Northfield Live.
Raider Automotive is a full-service repair shop, collision center, and the only AAA authorized towing facility in Northfield. That means if you are in a minor or major collision this winter, or a deer finds your vehicle, Raider Auto can handle it all. We work with all major insurance companies to handle your vehicle from the tow to completing all your vehicle's repairs. Raider Auto on Highway 3 South in Northfield, 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Or find us at RaiderAutomotive.net. Go Raiders!
An ice dam is a ridge of ice that forms at the edge of a roof and prevents melting snow from draining off the roof. The water that backs up behind the dam can leak into a home and cause damage. This is Beth with Service Master by IAT. We can work with your insurance company to restore your property from damages caused by ice dams. Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by IAT today, 877-945-0993.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Whoa. Hi, can I help you?
Yeah, my friend Jay and I are looking for our dream home, something big. Right now I feel like I'm living on top of him.
Great, let's talk mortgages.
Wait, your bank is looking...
Cozy? Yeah, we like personal interactions. But as you can see, our vault still has plenty of space for our customers' dreams.
Wow!
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Thomas Gardens in Faribault is set to get you ready for the holidays. Choose a porch pot and fill it up with their great selection of greens, birch, and spruce tops. Grab a wreath for your front door to greet your guests. For your dinner table, they have squash, honey, syrup, and wild rice. And if you're heading out of town and need a gift, they have local products arranged in baskets to share with your hosts. Thomas Gardens and Nursery, conveniently located along Highway 20 between Faribault and Northfield. Thomas Gardens, here to get you ready for the holidays.
Comprehensive Wealth Solutions is here to help you make informed decisions about your financial future. CWS understands that financial goals must evolve and adapt over time. That's why clients come first. CWS can provide you with a wealth strategy that aligns with your vision and values. As an independent financial planning and wealth management firm, CWS provides solutions for individuals and businesses alike. Visit CWSFBO.com for more information. CWS, providing big-time advice the small-town way.
Northfield Retirement Community is proud to introduce Enhanced Care Assisted Living. In this recently expanded area of our campus, we have increased daily licensed nursing coverage, making it possible to provide a higher level of clinical care and monitoring to those in need of additional support. This enhanced model of care provides more choices, allowing residents to age where they are. Contact Northfield Retirement Community for more information at northfieldretirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community, innovation, choice, tradition.
Experience Northfield by candlelight. Thursday, December 12th is Winter Walk in downtown Northfield. Come downtown at 4:30 and watch the horse wagons hitch up in the Family Fair parking lot. Bridge Square magically lights up at 5 p.m. There's music on stage, carolers, and characters along the street. Wagon rides, hot cocoa, Candyland, real live reindeer, train rides, The Grinch, Frosty, Rudolph, and Santa. It's all topped off with fireworks at 8:45 from Ames Park. Come and celebrate Winter Walk on Thursday, December 12th. Visit northfieldchamber.com for more information.
What is your dream living location? Full service condo building, low maintenance house, house on a lake, lots of acreage? There are so many options. To start the search for your ideal location, contact one of our local and relentless agents at Century 21 Atwood and Professional Pride Group today, or visit our website at c21atwood.com. Century 21 Atwood and Professional Pride Group. We're unstoppable together.
And welcome back to Northfield Live. We are in the barn known as the Northfield Ice Arena. And our scoreboard, of course, once again is brought to you by Heritage Bank, locally owned and managed. Heritage Bank really is the community banking at its best. We live and work in the communities that we serve. And your score going into the third and final frame here is 2-1 in favor of Apple Valley. Let's see if Northfield can pull out the victory here tonight. But in a game played earlier on this afternoon, Northfield beat Apple Valley in the JV game 4-0. In this start of the first puck drop of this final frame, Apple Valley, they win the draw, and they bring the puck into neutral ice, and Northfield keeps it out of their own zone, and they get it down into the Eagle zone. On the near boards here is Apple Valley. They hit the puck up into the air, and they bring down the defense for Northfield. Apple Valley bringing it back around. And that is number 16, I believe it was, or for Apple Valley, that was Avery Ryan. She brought it into the Northfield zone, and there's going to be a stoppage of play here. And they're going to drop the puck on the glove side of Mueller. And with the puck drop, a little tie up there at the dot, but it's eventually won by Northfield. Northfield gets held up, quite literally. Not sure why there wasn't a holding penalty called, but I'm not a referee. So Northfield trying to get it out of their own zone, but it's stopped short. So they bring it back around their own net. And Apple Valley picks it up on the quarter boards on the near side here. And a hard hit behind the play puts Apple Valley on the ice. They take a shot, another shot, and it's waffle saved by Mueller. Here comes the puck down into the Apple Valley zone, and they're going to call an icing, and it's going to go back the other way.
Yeah, Apple Valley had a couple really great chances at scoring right there. A couple good looks, one good shot that Northfield was able to deflect just a little bit. Apple Valley, she took a swing at it. She was going to try and knock it out of the air, and I think she would have scored if Northfield wouldn't have deflected it.
Puck drop on the stick side of Mueller. Apple Valley wins the draw. Goes off the glass behind the net. Here comes Northfield with it. Trying to do a breakout play here. And they are semi-successful. And here comes Lindsay Erickson with it, but they are going to call offsides. Somebody got a little too excited on the Northfield side, so they're going to drop the puck on the far dot, closest to the benches there.
That was close. I didn't think we were offsides, but we might have just been a little bit.
Northfield wins the draw, but it's stolen away by Apple Valley. And they fight with it in the neutral zone. And bringing it up the ice for Northfield was Avery Wagner. She has a handle on it behind the Eagles' net. And there's a little bit of a scrum for it just outside of our field division on the near boards here. And the puck goes all the way down. They're going to call icing. And it's going to bring it all the way back to the Eagles' side of the ice. And Northfield will be on the attack off of a face-off here for the first time this period, if I'm not mistaken. We're just under 15 minutes left to go here in this third and final frame. A lot of time left for Northfield to try to tie this game up. Northfield, they lose the draw, picked up in the near corner by Apple Valley. And Northfield, they try to keep it inside, but they're not able to. Bringing it back around is the captain for the Raiders, Emily Beham. But it's down in the Northfield zone at this point. And a little tie up there on the far quarter boards. Now puck back behind the Raiders' net. They hand it off, and Eagle loses a stick, and they're going to call an interference penalty. I'm going to guess it's going to be on Northfield. Yep. It's going to be on Miller. And, I mean, quite honestly, this late in the game, you don't want to have those types of penalties being drawn on you if you're down by one with 14:24 left to go in the third and final frame. So Northfield will be on a one-man disadvantage. Try to do some more of that exceptional penalty killing that we have seen from them all night tonight. Apple Valley at the blue line. Cross-ice pass. Shot put up and waffle saved by the netminder there. And it's stolen away at the blue line by number 16. That is Emma Peruka. She tries to get it out, and
not sure why that wasn't called there.
No, me neither. And a slap shot put on by Apple Valley from the blue line. But it's saved by Mueller. There's a big scrum. It's a 2-on-1 scrum in the far corner there. And now everybody's getting in on it. Now puck is loose. Picked up by Northfield. They dump it. But it's stopped at the blue line by Apple Valley. Apple Valley taking a shot at it. Nothing doing on that. And a loose puck out in front. It goes into the far corner, and a slap shot put on by the Raiders. Apple Valley with it now, and a shot put on. And it's glove saved right out of the air by Mueller. Shot put on by Ryan from the top of the near dot. And they're going to drop the puck on the stick side of Mueller coming up here with 13 and 11 seconds left to go. All right. So puck is won by Apple Valley off the draw. Northfield picking it up, trying to get it out of their own zone. Cross-ice pass over to Apple Valley's defense right now. With the puck is number 5. That's Mackenzie Turnquist for the Eagles. And now with the puck is Lydia Vondar. She dumps it in, tries to take a shot at it from the blue line, but it goes wide. Another shot put on by the defender, Vondar. Man, Vondar is just getting a lot of shots here in the last 30 seconds. And
Paulson and Rasmussen have done a great job there right in front of the net. Keeping Apple Valley out of there.
Another big screen put on, too, by Apple Valley there.
Even strength.
Number 22 for the Eagles, but it is tipped. They're going to wave off the ice, and with the puck is number 21, Miller, down in the Eagles zone, but the Eagles, they bring it back the other way. And the Raiders, they dump it into the Eagles zone. They're going to do a line change here, but the only one chasing after it for the Raiders was number 16, Peruka. And the Eagles, they get it out of their own zone and into the Raiders zone. Raiders bringing it back behind their own net. Apple Valley cross-ice pass and a one-time shot. And that was Avery Ryan, I do believe, with a one-time from the top of the circle. It's actually, excuse me, that was Michaela Moran.
Go ahead, fire it.
And these replays here are brought to you by Community Resources Bank. Let's bank together. So, looking at that, it's a beautiful one-time shot by the Eagles there. So Ryan with the goal. That's her second of the night, I believe. Now the Raiders with it back.
Yes, that is her second.
Back with the puck in the Eagles zone. Trying to cut this lead. Put on by the Eagles here, and a shot put up, and it goes wide. Chasing after it is Castle. Picking it up at the blue line for the Raiders is Rasmussen. Now with it down in the far corner are the Raiders. They bring it back around. Rasmussen with it. Trying to pass it off to number 2, Jindra. Jindra being tied up there a little bit, and she puts a little bit of extra mustard on that hit. But here comes Moran, and she puts another shot on net, and Mueller almost hit a repeat of that first goal from the first period, but she was able to have the presence of mind to kind of take a seat on top of it, and it goes inside of her pads there.
It did. It went into her shin pads.
So the puck is won by Apple Valley. Cross-ice pass at the blue line. Shot taken into traffic. Nobody home. Northfield bringing it around on the far boards. Apple Valley picking it up in the neutral zone. And they dump it back into the Raiders zone, and picking it up for the Raiders was number 27, I believe. That was Brittany Gretz. But the Raiders bringing it back the other way. Gretz picking it up at the center dot. She takes it into her own zone. Cross ice in front of the net. And the Raiders able to pick it up. Taking a shot was number 4, but not able to come up with it was Lindsay Erickson. And going back into the Raiders zone. And back behind the Raider net. Trying to do something with it, but they just look all sorts of confused. And here comes Erickson with the puck, but it gets poke-checked away by the Eagles, and they bring it back the other way. Raiders able to keep it in the Eagles zone. And on the far boards is where all the action is taking place at the moment. Raiders able to keep it in. Cross-ice pass. Shot. Nobody home. And Eagles try to dump it out. And a little bit of pushing and shoving in that far corner there. But Eagles bringing it back the other way. Number 5, Mackenzie Turnquist, going coast to coast with it. And she passes it up to her team captain, number 18, Michaela Moran, who takes another shot, and that goes wide. Moran with it now once again, and a glove save by Mueller, but she was able to clear it out, But it goes into traffic. Poke checked away by the Eagles. Here come the Raiders. They try to dump it up into the Eagles zone, but it's picked off just inside the blue line. Now the Eagles with it on their own blue line. They pass it up to number 16, Avery Ryan, who brings it into the Raiders zone. A little slash put on. Now Moran taking a shot, but that goes into traffic, and she passes back to her defense, who takes a shot from the blue line. One-time rebound shot by number 8 from the Eagles, but it's now back in the neutral zone. Swatting it out of the air are the Raiders. They try to get it up, and they do, to number 18, Emily Beham. She gets it over to Emma Peruka. There we go. Sorry about that. Peruka. But Peruka's not able to do anything with it at the moment. She gets it on the far boards. She passes out in front. Shot and wide. High and wide outside. And Peruka goes down hard off of a hit. I don't know why that wasn't called. Another shot into traffic. A stop out in front of the net by the Eagles. And they try to dump it down. And that is going to be icing. And they're going to bring it back the other way.
Pretty good flurry there for the Northfield Raiders, who are trailing in the score of 3-1. Apple Valley leads, and also shots on goal. Apple Valley is leading now 29-21 here in the third period.
Yep.
On the Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Northfield wins the draw, and that goes high and wide off of a shot from Northfield. Bringing it back into neutral ice, and they pick it up in their own zone. Northfield with it. Reese Peruka trying to dump it in and make a play happen here, but nobody's there to pick it up, and they just dump it. Now Northfield trying to make a play happen behind the net, but it's picked up by Apple Valley. Out in front, and a shot put on by number 11, I think that was. That was Reese Peruka.
That was a very nice shot.
That was.
There. Very nice stop there by...
That was an off-balance shot, too. I mean, not too many opportunities like that come up with a goal, but if you can at least get it in the vicinity of the goalie, you might have a chance for a rebound, but they're going to drop it.
does a great job of gobbling that one up.
They're going to drop it on the glove side of Angfer here, and I think they're going to kick out Peruka and have Beham take the draw, and that they did. And there's going to be a penalty called here on Peruka. So, and it looked like after they had separated the two teams a little bit, there was a little bit of extracurriculars after the whistle. So she's going to get 2 minutes in the sin bin here. We'll find out here in just a sec what it's for, but on the draw on the stick side of Mueller, Apple Valley wins the draw. Cross-ice pass. And calling for it is Vandahar. And a one-time shot from the blue line goes wide. Vandahar calling for it again, and one-time shot goes wide again. Now on the near boards, Vandahar with it at the blue line. She dumps it in. Shot deep into the zone. Was stopped by Mueller. And Mueller having that instinct to just dive on top of it, and she puts a stop to the play here. With just under 6 minutes left to go in the third period here at the Northfield Ice Arena on Northfield Live. Puck won by Northfield. They try to clear it out, but Apple Valley's right there to stop that from happening. They're at the blue line with it. Apple Valley, gets deep into the zone. 1-2 shots on net, and Mueller is able to stop it once again, but Apple Valley took another swat at Mueller. I don't know why they didn't call a penalty on that one. There's a lot of things that are really confusing tonight, but Again, I'm not a referee. At the blue line here, Apple Valley with it. Dumping it down in. They're passing it down into the zone here. And number 19 with the puck, Krakowski. She takes a shot. And that goes wide, bringing it up at the blue line here. Getting it back over to Ryan. To Krakowski. Back to Krakowski on a one-time shot right into the chest protector is Mueller. And they're going to stop the play there. And they're going to drop the puck on the glove side of Mueller coming up here with now Apple Valley with it.
Okay.
Vondar, she gets it over to number 5, Turnquist. Turnquist, she tries to take a shot. Nobody home. Vondar with it. One-time shot. That goes left of the net. 29 seconds left to go in the man advantage for Apple Valley. And a big scrum in front of the net. And Mueller able to dive on top of it. Now 22 seconds left to go. Apple Valley leading in both the scoreboard and the shots on goal. 35-22 is the shots on goal there. Bondar with it. And Ryan taking a one-time shot, but nobody there. And they dump it all the way down to the Apple Valley zone. And Apple Valley's goalie able to pass it off. Chasing after it for Northfield was Reese Peruka.
That kills the penalty there. Even strength.
And Apple Valley just taking a wild shot at it. And that goes wide on the near boards here, Northfield. Trying to fight it out of this scrum here. It was a 2-on-1 scrum. And now Northfield with it back behind their own net. Trying to get a breakout play going here to get out of their own zone. And they are semi-successful. Bringing it up the ice is Lindsay Erickson for the Northfield Raiders. But and Northfield just got away with a big offsides play there. But now Northfield chasing after it in their own zone. Apple Valley with it back behind the Raiders' net. And 3:20 left to go here in this third period. Fighting for it along the near boards are Apple Valley and Northfield. And bringing it around, number 21, Miller, one of the co-captains for Northfield. And a shot on net by Lindsay Erickson from the blue line is gobbled up by the netminder, Finley Engfer. And they're going to stop the play there.
Engford's had some very good stops. Northfield's had some good looks. Put some decent shots on goal there with some good velocity.
Yep, and I think there's going to be a timeout on the play, so let's take one as well. Let's take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back right here on Northfield Live.
Experience Northfield by candlelight. Thursday, December 12th is Winter Walk in downtown Northfield. Come downtown at 4:30 and watch the horse wagons hitch up in the Family Fair parking lot. Bridge Square magically lights up at 5 p.m. There's music on stage, carolers, and characters along the street. Wagon rides, hot cocoa, Candyland, real live reindeer, train rides, The Grinch, Frosty, Rudolph, and Santa. It's all topped off with fireworks at 8:45 from Ames Park. Come and celebrate Winter Walk on Thursday, December 12th. Visit northfieldchamber.com for more information.
Hi, I'm Adam Steffel, president of NCC Builders. Is your kitchen feeling cramped or your bathroom outdated? Maybe your basement is just wasted space. With the holidays around the corner, imagine hosting in a home you're truly comfortable in and proud of. Let's get your home ready for the holidays. Visit nccbuilders.com.
Back at it here on Northfield Live and taking a look at the scoreboard, which is brought to you this evening, of course, by Heritage Bank, locally owned and managed. Heritage Bank is really a community banking at its best. We live and work in the community that we serve, It is 3-1 in favor of Apple Valley with just under 3 minutes left to go here in this third period. And you got to wonder, there was a timeout. You got to wonder what Coach Carter said to the girls to try to get the fire lit and try to get at least one more goal coming up here in the next 2 minutes and 56 seconds here at the Northfield Ice Arena. And there's going to be a puck drop coming up here on the stick side of Engfer for the Apple Valley Eagles. And Apple Valley, they win the draw. Back behind their own net, they dump it out into neutral ice, and the Raiders and the Eagles chase after it. And the Raiders are able to get after it. And I just noticed they pulled their goalie. Raiders pulled their goalie, so they are on a 6-on-5 advantage here. With the shot on net, that was number 4, Lindsay Erickson. And another shot on net, but that goes wide. That was Miller. Now with it on the blue line, and the shot was Reese Peruka. But nothing coming out of that attempt there. And there is some action going on in front of the net that the referees didn't seem to notice, but I think they finally did. And could that be on that? That is going to be on the Apple Valley Eagles. And you can hear the coach all the way from this side of the ice. He is not happy about that. And so now it is going to be...
Should be 6-on-4.
Yeah, let me see here. 1, 2. Yep. So Raiders still with the empty net and man advantage in more ways than one. But the Eagles, they dump the puck off the boards and it goes past the red line. And I bet everybody here that's a Raiders fan just breathed a big sigh of relief off of that one. Here come the Raiders. Cross-ice pass. And with the shot, and it goes up into the rafters. And it actually hits off of one of the banners. That shot was by Lindsay Erickson. And they're going to get a fresh puck. Somebody just got a souvenir courtesy of the Raiders. Minute 44 left to go here in this third period. And taking the face-off here for the Raiders. That's going to be number 16, Emma
Perutka. Just don't look at it.
She wins the draw. And the shot put on by the Raiders. And a goal! A beautiful one-time shot right out in front. Gives the Raiders...
The younger Perutka, Ashlyn Perutka.
So we'll get that here in just a little bit. They pull within one.
I guess Ashlyn's the older sister. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead and fire it.
Let's fire that replay. That's brought to you this evening by
Community Resource Bank. Let's bank together.
Let's go. So we'll have the replay of that here in the post-game show, but...
Huh? Oh, that's all right.
1:24 left to go here in this third period. And Northfield trails by 1. They bring it up into the Northfield zone, or the Apple Valley zone. Somebody lost a glove on the far side boards there. And the Northfield Raiders, they have pulled their goalie once again. And we should mention that goal was a power play. And that shot put on by Apple Valley is stopped by Northfield. Northfield bringing it back, or at least trying to, in the neutral ice. They're trying to keep it out of their own zone because they do not have a netminder at this point in the game. Just under a minute left to go here in this third period. And a beautiful stop by Northfield at the blue line to keep that from going anywhere near their zone. And here comes the Apple Valley Eagles. Put a little bit too much mustard on that one. And another missed shot right out in front on that empty net. Poke check away by Northfield. 25 seconds left to go here in this game. Northfield trails by 1. And it is just a little bit short of going into the back of the net on the empty net there. Cross-ice pass. 5 seconds left to go here in the game. Shot is up into the netting behind the net. And Miller, she was the one that had that shot, and she was not too happy with the fact that it went to the wrong net, so to speak.
Great job by Apple Valley to deflect that and put that up in the air like that.
Yep. So we're
Just 3.8 seconds left here on the game clock.
Yep, and we should mention that the last goal by Northfield was a power play goal. So the first and only one of the evening thus far. So even though there's only 3 seconds left. But there is going to be another timeout here at the Northfield Ice Arena with 3 seconds left. And it is 3-2. We'll take a 30-second timeout, and we'll be right back after this.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
Franzen Bank and Trust, where our mission is to determine your needs, develop relationships, and deliver solutions. We do this with superior customer service through timely communication by empowered employees who love to support the Northfield Dundas area. I'm Aaron Nibby, and I chose to be a business banker at Franzen Bank and Trust for these reasons. Stop by and meet me for your business banking needs at Franzen Bank and Trust off Highway 3 in Dundas.
Welcome back to Northfield Live. We are 3.8 seconds left to go in this matchup between Northfield and Apple Valley. Scoreboard update is brought to you by Heritage Bank. 3-2 is our score so far, and they're going to drop the puck on the stick side of Inkfer for Apple Valley. The puck is dropped. Northfield wins it. They take a shot into traffic. Nobody home, and they're going to call a no goal, and that is it. That's the final buzzer has sounded here in Northfield, and Apple Valley wins this one by a score of 3-2. And the saves 37-27 in favor of Apple Valley as well.
Let's step aside quickly for our Service Master by Hyatt post-game cleanup, and just for 1 minute break here, and we'll come back. We'll show the highlights and everything else. You're watching NorthfieldLive.com. I try to fire that post game. Oops.
No matter what business you're in, it's hard to find someone to keep your business clean. Service Master by Hyatt's janitorial services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. When you're in need of janitorial cleaning services, demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Hyatt today.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Northfield Live doesn't just provide game coverage. We provide opportunities for Northfield youth to showcase, learn, and experience many aspects of media. Practice their communication skills by providing play-by-play and color announcing, getting interviews with fellow students or coaches, or writing stories. They can showcase their graphic art skills by creating social media, running cameras for events, or producing a game like the one you're watching now. We also utilize the talents of adults to help mentor and provide a quality experience for the students. If you or someone you know might be interested in growing our coverage, you're welcome to call, text, or email us from the Northfield Live page at any time.
And welcome back to NorthfieldLive.com, where the Apple Valley Eagles, they just knocked off the Northfield Raiders by a score of 3-2. And, hats off to both teams here tonight. They played their hearts out, and we got a couple of just really, really beautiful goals off of both teams here tonight. So let's try to fire up some of these highlights here. First, let's go to the first period. 126 in the first period. Apple Valley, they got the puck to number 19. Let's see who that was. Once again, that was Korkowski, and she got the puck right in front of the Northfield goal, and she ended up putting it into the 5-hole of Mueller, and that's how they got that first goal in the first minute and a half of this period. So if we have that highlight, let's put it up here.
I think you already played it. No?
All right.
Oh,
All right, so here's the second goal. We'll go to that one here really quick. In the final moments of the first period, Northfield, they were able to get the puck to none other than the woman of the hour, let's put it that way, Miller, the captain from Northfield, and she was able to get the puck and put it into the back of the net off of a beautiful goal off of the near dots here. That was at 14:34 in the first period. But then Apple Valley, they didn't want to be outdone in that first period, and they at the 16:12 mark, they got the puck over to number 18, Michaela Moran, and she put the puck in the back of the net too off of a really interesting way. She was in the crease. There was a bit of a pile up right in front, and she just kept poking at it, and finally she was able to put it in the back of the net. No scoring in the third period, or in the second period rather, but the third period is really where it opened up. Apple Valley, they were able to get the puck to Michaela Moran once again off of a one-time shot. Let's see if we have that highlight here, brought to you by Community Resources Bank. And so the puck is dropped, and that's the Northfield goal, but that's all good. That was a power play goal, by the way.
Yep.
That was put in the back of the net by Peruka, and she was able to cut the lead down to 1 goal, but it wasn't enough for the Northfield Raiders to pull out the victory here tonight. Apple Valley walks away with the victory here by a score of 3-2.
Yeah, it's a great game by both teams. I think both coaches, I'm sure, of course, Apple Valley coach is going to be a little more pleased with his team's effort than Coach Carter's. But, I mean, hey, Northfield's scheduling, putting these teams on their schedule by choice to play with the South Suburban Conference. And, you got to hang in there. They did hang in there. Lute just dropping by 1 point. I think that overall we'll take it so we can move on, try and get through the Big Nine and get into section play after facing a bunch of good competition.
All right, let's see if we can get that other goal put up by Northfield here, or Apple Valley. So as you can see, the puck is all the way down in the Northfield zone. There's a little bit of a scrum in the far corner there. They get it off of a one-time shot on the dashes of the near circle, and that's how Apple Valley was able to solidify their lead and solidify the victory here tonight at the Northfield Ice Arena. And let's take a quick look at the schedule coming up here for both squads, and then I guess we'll wrap things up here on Northfield Live. First, for your Northfield Raiders, they are going to be taking on Lakeville South in Lakeville. So the next 3 games are going to be on the road. It's going to be Lakeville South, Austin on the 5th of December, and then Albert Lee on the 10th of December. So the next 3 games are going to be on the road for Northfield. And coming up here,
some very good competition as well.
Yes. And coming up here for the Eagles out of Apple Valley, their next game is going to be on the road. They're going to be on Rosemount on the 5th, so that's a Thursday. And then they're going to be taking on both sides of Lakeville South and then Lakeville North.
Yep.
So that is what their schedule looks like to round out that first full week in December. And I'm sure, Coach Carter is talking with her girls right now about going up against a very, very tough opponent in Apple Valley here tonight, but the only way you can go is up at this point.
100%. Nope. Yep, just reset here for Lakeville South. That is a section opponent. And then you got Austin, who's a Big 9 opponent, and then Albert Lee, who's another Big 9 conference opponent. And right now, Albert Lee is atop the Big 9 conference, I believe. They are a very solid team. I've seen them play a few times this year, so Raiders have some good competition coming.
All right, and the Apple Valley Eagles, they improved to 6-2 overall, and the Raiders dropped to 4-2 overall. Well, that should about do it here for everybody at Northfield Live. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, all of our sponsors here this evening. Next week on Northfield Live, our winter schedule kicks into high gear with all teams playing. It starts on Tuesday the 2nd with another.
We're hiring, ladies and gentlemen. We're hiring.
It starts on the 2nd of December, so that's going to be Tuesday. And that's another Northfield Live doubleheader. Boys hockey at Albert Lee starting at 7:15, and girls basketball hosts Faribault at 7:30. Catch all the action on northfieldlive.com. I want to thank Lance for being my color guy here this evening. Daniel for the producer's chair. I want to thank you. And then I also want to thank Ethan, our camera operator, for doing a phenomenal job this evening. I want to, again, thank you guys. Thank you very much. And for all of us here at Northfield Live, thanks for watching. And thank you to Northfield Insurance Agency for sponsoring girls hockey on Northfield Live. Check you next time.